Hey everyone, the Black Queen here with another episode of Queen Reacts, and today I'm going to be getting to another reaction, which is to the latest 4 Cinemarathons videos by Fluttershy FIM. Yeah, I haven't gotten to these for about, 4 months, because there's 4 episodes. And so, yeah, I'm just going to get right into this, because really there's not much to say. It's, unless I want to say the episode. I can't remember the episodes. Oh yeah, it was, Everything Wrong with Philly Vanilli, Twilight Time, It's Not Easy Being Breezies, It's Being Breezy, and Somebody to Watch Over Me. I think that's the 4 that I did, that I downloaded. So, yeah, nothing to say here, so let's just get right in. 3, 2, 1, play. Everything Wrong with Philly Vanilli. I wasn't much of a fan of this episode, really.
Fluttershy goes back inside, then teleports outside.
Yeah.
Episode nonchalantly throws in a jackalope. Lens flare. Fluttershy steals the bees home to offer upon their mortal enemy's sacrificial rock. I swear, Mom, there's tons of other grown men watching this. Fluttershy's friends act like they somehow didn't know she could sing.
Yeah.
Also, every pony just happened to be visiting today. These off-key wings. Rarity disappears.
Alright.
Fluttershy has 5 legs.
You're having us perform for your Ponyville Pet Center fundraiser.
Rarity treats Fluttershy as if she has memory loss, just to bring the audience up to speed.
Why wasn't it there?
Pinky's voice audibly clips. White Lightning's continuity. These two stand in awkward silence until Fluttershy prompts their cue. Celestia and Luna perform their duties after having their morning coffee.
Big Mac is inconveniently late.
With that timing, it's more like conveniently inconveniently late.
Whatever did you do to cause this?
Rarity immediately assumes he lost his voice on his own and not that he's sick or something.
Will it be some pony new? Or will the turkey call champion of 6 years?
Nepotism.
Well, we cannot perform tonight with only 3 voices. It would take rearranging all the music.
Implying that would be more difficult than bringing a newbie up to speed with lip-sync precision. And so, these two return to their perpetual state of silently awaiting their cue from a main character.
I can cure this pony that is hoarse.
Puns like that are why Zecora can't live with the rest of society. Zecora can mend a broken tooth in seconds, and the same is true even for something as drastic as Poison Joke. Yet, this hoarse throat would apparently take many hours.
Remember when you pony folk?
That's racist.
Flutter guy.
All of your memes belong to Hasbro. Episode about conquering fears tells us there's always a better way to avoid them. Fluttershy clearly has her own voice moments before singing as Flutter Guy. Adoption by ponies swept up in the moment by mere music will surely result in many neglected pets. Also, these fellow hooved creatures being locked up and given away as pets is super racist. Spa ponies somehow don't hear Fluttershy. Micro black hole spawns behind ears. They're standing just a couple pony lengths from the curtain, yet somehow Fluttershy shoves Big Mac. Pinky is Pinky and Dash has wings, but how is AJ hovering up here? Fluttershy turns into a pitch-shifted dragon from Season 1. Swinging doors aren't very
so it's probably the same voice
actor.
actor.
Open them with your face.
Well, for corn's sake.
Good one, AJ. We can't even call that line corny without self-incrimination. Pinky's been practicing magic. These missing wings. Breaking and entering. Pinky causing Fluttershy to cry in an over-the-top cartoony manner isn't a sin, but some people's juvenile reaction to it is. Fluttershy tells us to face our fears, moments after refusing an opportunity to face her own. Episode relies on Equestria's acoustical physics, not making any sense at all.
I had a problem with that too when I was watching the episode. It's one of the things, I don't know. Oh God, no! The moon! The moon! Next one. Everything Wrong with Twilight Time.
That thing weighs a ton.
Broom weighs a ton joke requires audience to believe brooms are heavy.
And also, somehow,
Hey, who's gonna clean up this mess?
I guess Equestria doesn't use the metric
Had the
system.
shot ended there, all would be well. But alas, the Scootasquee had risen to consume our souls.
Oh.
it won't show you how. Find the instructions so you can figure it out yourself.
Twilight confirmed. Worst teacher.
Yeah.
Single he source for all of these vessels. Twilight definitely isn't paid enough for this job. Applebloom creates life, and the first thing she does is mock its suffering. These educational wings. Sweetie Belle is out, yet she continues playing because no pony noticed.
Yeah.
It's time!
Diamond Tiara predicts opening credits. Phillies
Oh.
and Colts instantly swap from disappointed to happy. Randall definitely is paid enough for this job. Scootaloo and Applebloom switch places before and after the daydream. Applebloom isn't even looking at her creation. Levitating other ponies without permission is somehow still legal. Disappearing necklace.
You should so do that, Di.
Do what? Die?
Die.
Can't believe I let you talk us into bringing gifts yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't hear them laugh at us once.
Neither did we. That scene was cut.
Because they laughed on the inside.
The Apple family knows all about emotions on the inside.
When I told you when you could come eyeball the princess...
Extremely very redundant when. Eating fast food not because you like it, but because you're just poor.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Punch's leg doesn't look quite right.
Oh,
Pinky
God.
walks a fine line between adorable and nightmare-inducing. The only image these cameras are capturing is the reflection of the nonsensical Flash.
Mhm.
Sped up magic during camera movement. Sweetie Belle's forelegs have a mind of their own.
But then I really must get back to my little friends.
My Little Friends, coming later this year on Discovery
No.
Hub. Sweetie Belle shouts more lemonade, but her mouth doesn't move. They somehow didn't notice these ponies until Diamond Tiara points them out.
Twilight time!
Roll credits.
Roll the credits.
Roll the credits.
Despite running much faster than the slow-walking mob, the angry mob manages to stay right behind them. Not every pony that walked to the corner for learning magic has a horn. Forced dialogue to cause contrived conflict during an otherwise happy ending. Twilight lectures
This is
to
like a
CMC
magic
in a room
tricks,
full of
but-
silent children. What did they give the Phillies and Colts of Ponyville to keep them so quiet? Scoot's sliced hoof,
Oh.
Hey, that's my scooter!
which we've never seen him ride except for that one time where it appeared, then disappeared.
Mhm.
Broken neck. Sweetie Belle's uniquely jointed horn.
Looks like Twilight time is over.
Book Horse ends Twilight time before making every pony clean up. Trash can full of nachos suggests they ate the rest, because there's no need to worry about
Ah.
overeating when magic exists. At least that's the only reasonable explanation for Twilight.
That end card.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Ready? 1,
Oh.
2,
Season 1.
3. You're okay. Awesome.
Oh, you're okay.
You're okay. And check this out.
Should have added like a crash sound effect. That would have been perfect. Breezies. Is that Derpy?
Just a little bit quieter.
Fluttershy gestures with the fingers she doesn't have.
Yeah.
Background doesn't reach top.
Yay.
Fluttershy returns after more than 2 years.
Mhm.
These fluttering wings.
Oh yeah.
Gonna blow those breezies apart.
Violent exaggeration.
It's the breeze
Yeah.
that activates the breezy's magic.
Here's a game. Keep track of all the episode's newly contrived rules of magic. 4 seasons in, and ponies still use Twilight's lip.
Oh.
No breeze means no magic means the pollen goes bad.
The pollen going bad is never actually an issue.
You only have 2 days to get that pollen back before the portal to their home closes.
Breezies have an inexplicable magic portal home, because the map of Equestria is already getting too crowded. Hashtag just white pony things.
Yep.
Hasbro was just so in love with previous generations that they had to bring back the Breezies of all things. What's next? Sea ponies?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they did.
Buy some apple. Buy some apple. Buy some apple.
Apples and buy.
Spike says he can't see, a fact which the episode hinges upon, even though he clearly can see. No unicorn thought to effortlessly grab this leaf. Either the leaf is huge, or it's nowhere near the Breezies. Rainbow Dash's shadow appears midair.
Oh.
Flitter's cutie mark keeps changing. Fluttershy's shadow leaps off the ground. Best pony mysteriously vanishes.
Oh,
Green
that's
squiggly
Big
line.
Sin.
Dimples exist in Equestria for some reason.
He's noticing a
Applejack's
lot of.
tiny cutie mark suddenly grows.
He's noticing a lot of animation errors. That's amazing.
What did he say?
I'd rather not say.
He said your mother has the face of a horse. Fluttershy actually falls for this, even though she tried pulling the same trick herself once.
Maybe just a few more minutes?
All right.
Rainbow Dash doesn't intervene, not because it's unlike her to do so, but because it serves the story.
Sea breeze? Sea breeze!
That's one of 4 possibilities, Fluttershy. Random Doctor and Rose cameo. A character being backed to the edge of a ledge is far less exciting when they can fly.
Must leave before it's too late. You would never survive in Ponyville.
Leave it to the Breezy episode to literally be a matter of life and death. It was explained that the pollen goes bad without breeze magic, so one could assume the complete lack of pollen means it was a total loss. But then they are all suddenly carrying pollen again. They're only doing this because more Breezies makes for a more stable flight, but
And
6
for
doesn't really compare to
toys.
the dozens they needed earlier. Breezy gender seems to be indicated by eye shape, but for some reason most of the main 6 have male eyes.
Ah.
Mud for fly, barking to. Let's go.
Species changing spell is no problem, but being able to understand the language is simply beyond Magic's ability. A couple Pegasi in Ponyville are able to create a breeze that stretches across Equestria.
Oh.
No pony thought to simply
Unless
place
they're
the
following.
Breezies in a vehicle or a container to be safely flown by a Pegasus in 10 seconds flat.
You can do this. I am sorry for how I treated you before.
Seabreeze speaks the common tongue just for us to understand him. When the main 6 describe the Breezy's land, they set aside the script for a moment to read from the back of the toy sets box. Pinkie Pie spawns in, cutting it this closely and not even being in a hurry. So now that we can turn into any other species, will we ever use this ability to our advantage in the future?
Not a chance.
Sorry, I was kind of silent for that one. I was just kind of taking it all in.
Sea breeze.
Not the biz! Oh, yeah.
I demand that you go away now, or you'll have to answer to me.
Oh, no. And the last one. Somebody to watch over me. I just realized all 4 of these episodes are like episodes I didn't really care for. There's like a whole string of season 4 episodes that were just kind of meh or bad in my opinion. It's more meh.
She needs to open the drawer first.
Floor-mounted lights are a staple of the Apple homestead. These out-of-character wings. Here we see the wild lens flare creeping out from its cloud home. Big Mac's animation skips. AJ's magic eyelashes. Same town, mirrored directions.
That's the only reason I agreed to let Apple Bloom stay behind alone.
It is?
We know Applejack as the element of honesty, when really she's the element of not having a filter. Apple Bloom's mouth doesn't move as she says goodbyes. Applejack could have expressed a genuine concern for her sister here, or the writer could have just shoehorned in an unfunny joke that makes Applejack out to be brainless. And with that, the episode erased any possible sentimental value either of these items had.
Make sure the Heads and Bows closet is fully stocked.
What would she have done if it wasn't fully stocked?
If I want to just stand here in the kitchen talking to myself, I can.
It's a little weird to have characters talk to themselves so much. Let's have them address that fact to make it less weird. Apple Bloom drops her spaghetti. Which is stranger, the fact that they have a stash of potato chips, or the fact that they keep them in the refrigerator?
Hey, who put pillows on this rake?
The better question is, who could have such terrible spatial awareness that they wouldn't notice the pillow right away?
Hey, Applejack, watch me buck these apples on my own.
Is that not something she's been doing all of her life? The only thing more out of place than her verbalizing this action is Applejack's prevention of it. Applejack manages to tie up these nets from the ground and within seconds using her freaky earth pony witchcraft. Putting plastic on everything is the opposite of baby-proofing. No, this is spaghetti-dropping proofing. Maybe 4th time's the charm with the helmet joke. Humor is repetition, right? Right?
Not even
That's
close.
the reason I asked y'all to come over quick.
How did she ask them so quickly? Did she text them on her Apple phone?
That'll show Applejack.
I just got that.
Watching over me.
Roll some of the credits.
No time for a song.
But we have plenty of time for Applejack to act obnoxiously out of character. After the CMC first hear Applejack approach, it takes her another 46 seconds to finally open the door.
I guess he must have been so tuckered out you sent your friends home and went to bed.
Hey, Applejack. Addressing the apparent plot convenience only makes it more of a sin. There is no way Applejack is this blind. Bo is slowly turning into AJ's hat.
Maybe you don't need me fretting over you.
Applejack has a change of heart to restore her change of heart back to normal.
Wow! Apple Bloom will be so glad to hear that!
You can add Scootaloo to the list of characters that were lobotomized for this episode to exist. Smarty Pants hides under Apple Bloom's bed from Big Mac.
She could be lost, cold, hungry, itchy, stuffed up, need to go to the bathroom.
Let's hope Applejack hasn't aided Apple Bloom with all of those things.
Okay, Rarity's on her way here to look after you two.
But who looked after them while she went to Rarity's? Or did she use an Apple phone too?
Yeah.
Apple Bloom casts light instead of a shadow. Did someone change the channel? I thought we were watching My Little Pony. You know how pretty much every piece of children's media will inject humor during the action to keep it from getting too intense? This episode attempts that, but it falls so flat it actually improves the scene's suspense. In other words, this episode's greatest accomplishment is its failure.
Now, sisters, on 3. 1!
Unnecessary countdown to give protagonist a chance to escape. Apple Bloom accepts her fate and just stands here waiting to be saved by an Applejack ex machina. These mares are eating some pony's leg.
Oh
You
my.
hadn't snuck out like you did.
Cannibalism.
Maybe I wouldn't have figured that out.
Moral of the story? Disobey your parent/guardian because kids know better. No pie?
Oh yeah, that's what the entire
Missed
90s theme
opportunity
was.
to have 2 shooting stars watching over them.
Kids
I
know
don't
better
mean to
than
interrupt
adults.
the happy ending, but we don't need that map to get home, do we? Applejack is oddly specific about things to set up the need for oddly specific tools during the climax. But the payoff doesn't work because the tools in the climax are actually things you need to survive, and not...
I didn't write down that if she wants to get a spoon out of the drawer, she needs to open the drawer first.
And that was the last one.
6 not around here.
I know, I'm probably just being silly.
Oh yeah. Applejack. And just, I'm gonna exit out right here because it's just gonna play over again. Alright. So, yeah, interesting set here. It's like pretty much the same as every other reaction that I do with these. Yeah, there were a lot of things that were wrong with all 4 of these episodes, because all 4 of these episodes are like really not my favorite. I didn't care for these. Probably like the 4 worst episodes of the season 4. But yeah, it's good that he caught all those animation errors and all the story problems, all that, and just I don't know what to say with these things. But yeah, he did a good job finding all of them, and I guess that's all I really have to say for these. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. Give God bless, stay safe, have a nice day, and as always, goodbye.